What is up, guys? Jay Plays back again with a brand new episode. This is episode number 18 in our Orc Warlock retail series. Welcome back, guys. It's been a little bit since I put out an episode again. I apologize. Recently in my life, we just got a puppy. She's a little golden retriever, so things have been a little crazy the last week or so. In addition to that, the last episode that I had attempted to record once again ran into some technical difficulties, and the audio, I lost the audio somewhere in the process of trying to piece together the video. So yeah, we missed an episode of content, which kind of sucks. But in that episode, guys, we went to the Dark Moon Fair, and we spent a good majority of the episode there at the Dark Moon Fair. So we didn't really do that much leveling. We did end up hitting level 41, so we missed a little bit of a chunk there, but not too much, nothing too exciting. We did a few quests, but we're still here in what's it called, Feralis, and we're ready to get things going. So before we get things going, I'm just gonna do a quick, really quickly, just familiarize myself back with where we're at. It has been a couple weeks. So let's see what we got to do here. So I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, we're 3 out of 5 chapters done. So we're getting close to being done with Feralis. We need to really start thinking about where we're going to go next. Before we jump into questing and while we're heading over there, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the polls. So some exciting news. I had the polls going for a couple weeks now. And looking at them, it looks like Druid is going to be the winner. We're at 24.39% of you guys said Druid. It was a close tie with Druid and Shaman for a while. Druid and Shaman were tied. And then within a short span of the last couple days, we ended up getting a few more votes on Druid. So, yeah, Druid's what we're going to be playing in Classic, guys. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to be starting up that series shortly. I'm not sure exactly when in comparison to when this video is uploaded. But stay tuned for that, because that is coming. Let's see here. So yeah, these are the guys we have to kill. Oh. So I'm feeling pretty rusty. I actually haven't been playing that much WoW at all. Normally when I take my breaks in my downtime, I try and play Classic or whatever, but this time around I really haven't played WoW at all. And the reason for that is just because, you know, with adding a puppy into the mix on top of a baby, it doesn't really leave me that much time to actually play games. So what I actually ended up doing was I actually started playing Hearthstone a little bit. I haven't played Hearthstone in a while, and I was actually having a lot of fun on Hearthstone. It's a nice game that I can just pick up and play a couple games or when I have a second. So that's really the main reason why I enjoy it. And I definitely feel a little rusty on this character. I know a couple people have been commenting on my older videos. There was one person said that I wasn't using flying, and yeah, we didn't discover flying until way late, like 10 levels after we were able to learn it. And then someone commented on just how I'm not using Drain Life, and I'm not entirely sure if that's still really viable in Destro, or if they were just commenting on when we were rolling Affliction. So I don't really seem to need it right now. I'm sure there's some situations where it could be useful, but I feel like our damage output is just significantly higher, and we're killing things a lot faster. Oh, I can get it off the wolves too? That's cool. Maybe not. Maybe it was just an auto loot thing. Or not a auto loot thing, a group loot, AoE loot. And I apologize in advance, guys, if I have to stop abruptly or pick things up at a later time. Right now, my puppy is home with me, and she's a loose cannon. I need to pretty much be watching her at all times, and she's either chewing on my my computer cords, or chewing on my chair, or chewing on something she's not supposed to. So I'm trying to kind of keep one eye open for her right now. And while I was away, the new expansion was announced for this game. It actually looks pretty cool, in my personal opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of the new race and class. I think that kind of looks a little meh. But I like the dragon flying. That seems pretty cool. The new zones look really like. I really like the aesthetic of the new zones. I like that they're fixing PvP. In a sense, where they're changing the gear system. It sounds like. I'm not 100% on the details, but it sounds like they're bringing it back to more along the lines of what Warlords of Draenor was kind of like with the gear system, which I feel like is going to be a lot better. Because I have my buddy who plays retail pretty frequently, was just letting me know that the gear system right now, the way it's currently set up, is it's like if you win BGs, because a lot of the time, like when you get into a BG, if the group starts dying or losing, people just leave, and then it's just a failed group from the start. And then you struggle to win, and if you're not winning, you're not completing your dailies. And it takes a lot more time to actually get gear, and it's a lot harder. So I don't know if that's the way it's going to be going into this new expansion, or if they're changing some things. It sounds like with the faction merges, things are going to change a little bit. So I'm excited to see what kind of that does to the game and how that affects it. So I'll definitely be playing that expansion, just at least trying it out. I'll definitely level the character here with you guys with the new expansion. I'm sure that's down the road. I would imagine that expansion being dropped anytime soon. The other announcement that they announced, I said I'm sure you guys already are aware of this at this point, but I want to talk about it, is the Wrath of the Lich King expansion was announced for Classic. Which I'm really excited about, if you couldn't already tell. Um, Wrath of the Lich King was the expansion that I did start playing in Classic or TBC, to be honest, but I didn't really know what I was doing, and it wasn't until Wrath of the Lich King came out that I was like, all right, yeah, and I leveled my first character. So Wrath of the Lich King definitely holds a special place in my heart, as I'm sure it does for a lot of other people. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it because I feel like it was a nice balance between the challenging aspect of Classic WoW and quality of life. It's a nice quality of life change. They did say they weren't bringing back the Dungeon Finder. I understand why they're not bringing that back, as a lot of people have kind of bitched and complained about how they don't want it back and they want the experience where you're actually out there trying to find people to find a group and whatever. I really, personally, I'm kind of bummed about them not bringing Looking for a Group back. And I might get some negative feedback on that opinion, but honestly, I really don't feel like that's where the game shit the bed. I feel like it was more down the road when they started tweaking other things, like other changes that made the game just way too fucking easy and casual friendly. They took the quality of life changes that they implemented in Wrath of the Lich King, like the group finder and stuff, and they just ran with it. It got way out of hand. You know, with things like the raid finder and shit like that. I think that, you know, Looking for Group just made it easier to find people to group with. You know, I get it, you know, most of those people weren't on your server, but there's things they could have implemented where they, like, instead of not adding it to the game, like, how about searching within your server for a group? You know, and after 15 minutes or so, if you still didn't find a group, then you can expand your search to other servers. I think there's things that they could have done there that kind of find a compromise. But I understand, nonetheless, I understand why they didn't add it back. It's just kind of a bummer. I was actually kind of looking forward to Group Finder being in the game again. With the battle plans of the Gnolls discovered, all that now remains is to bring the plans back to Hadoken Swiftstrider in Camp Mohachi. Perhaps he or someone there can make further sense of what the Gnolls are up to. Bring the Woodpaw battle plans to Hadoken Swiftstrider in Camp Mohachi. And I know you guys don't really know what's going on right now with these quests, because I read them in the last episode that didn't actually get put out. So we'll just kind of, we'll start reading quests as we pick them up again. Alright, so we need to grab the music of these giants. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the new expansion, or are you bummed about the Looking for a Group, or are you glad they didn't add it back? I'm curious to know your guys' opinions and thoughts on that. I just feel like, you know, quality of life changes aren't bad. In my opinion, I just don't think that they're bad. I think that going overboard with them is, and that's where they fell off. And I feel like Wrath of the Lich King was that perfect balance. The way it was released back in the day was the perfect balance in my opinion, but oh, this is a rare. Mushgog. Last episode, I was rounding up a few of these guys and just kind of rain firing them down. Seem to be working out for the most part.
It's not ready yet.
Okay. We got one quest over here a little bit to turn in. I'm sure it'll chain into something else. We will see. Sturdy treasure chest. What? Oh, it's not an upgrade for us. That sucks. Versatility. As you reach towards the pedestal, you find it empty. A chill fills the room, and you hear a faint voice.
Goddess, bless you.
Help, please, if you can hear me. Help! You're looking at me. Can you see me? Please help. I am chained to this place. It takes so much effort just to speak to you. I can barely maintain the shape. I could help you, but please, help me pull myself together first. Once I'm more focused on this plane, I should be able to do it. If I could just leave this tomb, the soil itself outside is full of ancient arcane deposits, laying forgotten for centuries. Could you bring me some? You must be careful when you venture forth. Other spirits are bound to this place. Malevolent and hateful ones. They've all suffered so much. None of what they used to be remains, only suffering and will to live. We will need that will to summon the overlord that keeps me bound here. Please gather the essence of the spirits and bring it back to me.
Go in peace.
So we'll go ahead and do these before we head back to town and turn the rest of them in. This is a pretty cool looking area. It reminds me a lot of like what is that zone? Is it like the Plague Lands? It's like a darker version of the Plague Lands, maybe?
I need to target something first.
Maybe I'm way off. It reminds me of something. I just can't pinpoint it. So these are just piles of soil on the ground. I don't know if it was the last episode that I uploaded or the last episode that I recorded, where I was kind of talking about like how we might be missing out and slowing ourselves down a little bit on experience because we're not running random dungeons. Because that dungeon bonus gives you 33,600 XP, plus all the quests in the dungeons. I don't think there's a dungeon completion bonus anymore. But still, I mean, that's 88,860 experience to get one level at the level that we're at currently. That's like 1/3 of a level just from completing the dungeon. But I think we made it this far without spamming dungeons. I think that we can keep that pace. Because we're about at 26 hours played on this character so far, which I feel like is, in the grand scheme of things, that's really not that much. But at the same time, I feel like it is a lot to only be level 41. I feel like I could have easily been max level at this point with 26 hours sunk into the game. Okay, so we're looking for the soil piles. There's one. They're kind of hard to see. We just need one more. I see one over here behind that pillar. I also see one over there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this one. Try not to aggro that ghost. Okay. Let's roll out.
What brings you here?
Have you gathered it? Yes. You can feel their anguish, can't you? My poor friends, at least we can use you to fix things.
May the stars guide.
And boom, that's level 42. Do you have the soil? I'm having trouble staying together. Hurry. Thank you, thank you. I feel much better with just a bit more. The other spirits and I are bound here by a cruel demon named Verenias. He is our captor, a twisted, mindless beast who devours our souls over millennia. The lure of the souls and arcane magic you've brought me, should you draw him out, take this condensed essence to the dead tree at the far north of the ruins. Use it to lure Verenias, I think it's Verenias, and slay him, that I may finally be free.
Goddess watch over me.
Alright. I just knew there was going to be a little chain over here. Hopefully this is the last one. So we got Summon Infernal. Summons an Infernal from the Twisting Nether, impacting for 172 fire damage and stunning all enemies in the area for 2 seconds. The Infernal will serve you for 30 seconds, dealing 157 damage to kill all nearby enemies every 1.9 seconds and generating 1 soul shard fragment every 0.5 seconds. Damn. 3-minute cooldown. So this is kind of another cooldown that we'll use when we're fighting multiple enemies. Summoned the guy. It's a little cinematic. Or not a cinematic, but a little, I don't know what you'd call this.
I am honored.
Oh, damn. So I'm a little confused on what that actually means. Huh. Sorry, I was rereading that just to
Greetings.
try and figure out. I'm a little confused on that for some reason. It's not. So what? So so he gave himself to the demons and became that thing that we just killed, I guess. I don't know. I'm free, finally. Oh, it feels so good to be free. Oh, you saw it, didn't you?
Illume light your path.
You've been so nice. I've been trapped here. That's... How the fuck was I supposed to read it that fast? You've been so nice, Jay Plays. I've been trapped here so long thanks to Verinios. That young elf was the first soul I've tasted in ages. Even after I gifted him with that form, he insisted on keeping me trapped. He even hoarded all the souls just so I couldn't have any. So stubborn. I owe you a favor, darling. Someday I'll be back to repay it. So is she a demon? The soft glow from the pedestal brightens, and you see a simple chain left behind. This must be the amulet Sage Pale Runner sent you here for. Bring the Dark Mist amulet to Sage Pale Runner.
Ishnu Daldir.
I'm in awe with this zone. I know I've said that several times, but this zone is really cool. I'm not as immersed in the quest chains as I was in the previous zones we've been in, but the zone itself is really aesthetically cool. I love the forest. I love the amount of life, I guess. It's very flourishing, and there's just a lot to see. Waterfalls, big ass trees.
Elomar.
Incredible powers can be found in the spirits or music of the creatures that we battle against. Look inside yourself, learn to harness the power of your own spirit, and you will be more powerful than you ever imagined. Were you able to capture the mountain giants? Just imagine the possibilities of what we now possess. Along with the materials that you have collected, I will be able to forever trap the music of these creatures into whatever I wish. We finally get a staff that replaces our one that we did for Shadowfang Keep. 61 intellect and 20 stamina, so it's plus 5 intel, 0.3 damage per second. Really not that big of an upgrade. But I love the way this staff looks, so I could transmog it. Imbuing the music into the weapon is a difficult process. Now that I have all of the required materials and the music of the creatures that you captured, I may begin... Please wait. I will return in a moment. Witch Doctor Uzeri wants you to wait for a moment while he prepares the weapon.
Later.
I'm waiting. Oh, he's really crafting it. He's over there making the things.
How you doing, man?
As promised, you have your choice. The music of the creatures has been forever sealed into the power of these weapons. You may now wield their energy as your own. Use it well.
Okie dokie.
And we did get the achievement progress for that quest chain, so now we should be 4 out of 5. Where did the staff go? Am I stupid? Oh, there it is. It's early, and I have not fully woken up yet, I don't think. Take my words seriously, Warlock. The Grim Totem clan is evil. If you found their whereabouts, then it's up to you to return and strike the first blow against their clan. Before they can come into our own lands and raise our own villages, or pilfer our lands? Traitors to the Horde and traitors to their own people. I guess they're not all bad. They'll make fine drinking flasks.
Go forth to victory. How?
You've returned. What have you found? I am a fool. I was measled. Measled. This is nothing more than a rusted trinket, and my visions have no doubt been fulfilled. Forgive me, but you should meet this demoness again. I pray you will triumph over her as you did Verinius.
We shall meet again.
Oh, so that was another chapter completed. So where are we at now? Yeah, we're 5 out of 5. So that was it.
Well met.
You've done as I have asked, and for that I salute you. Take this small reward as compensation for your efforts. With their numbers thinned and their leaders slain, the Gnolls will think twice about storming the camp. This doesn't conclude the issue at hand, however. There must be some reason why the Gnolls have been whipped into such frenzied state. But before they have a chance to regroup, I want to find out what's causing it.
Ancestors watch over you.
Were you able to find some tangible evidence as to the plans of the Gnolls? Ah, this is exactly what we needed. While I am not so skilled at ciphering what most of the scrawling on this map is, I've seen enough battle plans in my day to understand what is happening with the Gnolls. It looks like they are currently fighting a two-front war. One is with us, but it seems that their main energy has been against a foe to their south. There's more at hand here than meets the eye. Perhaps it's time to figure out what this other foe they face really is.
Be careful.
And the boots that we just got were a rare upgrade. Just want to do a quick look over and make sure that I'm not... Yeah, we got this staff, or this balloon in the Dark Moon Fair. I thought it was pretty funny. It literally doesn't do anything, and I'm sure you can't transmog it. But it's pretty funny. From what scouting we have managed to muster, we believe that the foe south of the Gnolls is an insect-like race. Frankly, it is irrelevant whether or not they're sentient. If they are driving the Gnolls to frenzy against us, then they are as big of a threat, if not more, than the Gnolls. Dive deep into where the Zukosh insects will dwell. It is known as the Withering Deep. Thin their numbers and report back to me what you find. Bringing back their carapaces. These are some words I've never even seen before, so I'm not even sure how to say that. Carapaces as evidence of your handiwork. I'm surveying the withering deep. One of our scouts reported seeing a giant insect much larger than the other insects spotted, wandering about the twisted terrain. Not only is it larger, it also seems to secrete some sort of aura that the other insects don't. We've given it a name, Sting Lasher. The innards of this beast would be invaluable to study as we figure out the best way to deal with this new threat. Cut out its secretion glands and bring it back to me immediately.
Go in peace.
So these don't count toward our chapter progressions, but we might as well do them. Since we're here, we might be able to push to level 43. It looks like we got a ton of rested experience, because we were logged out in an inn that entire time we weren't playing. So I definitely feel like we're leveling a little bit faster with that rested. So this is the Withering Deep. We could go in. There's another tunnel or entrance on the other side. I'm not sure if the two are connected, but there is a lot of stuff on the outside that we could start with. So we'll just start annihilating some of this stuff. We have to kill 20 of these guys. So it's quite a bit. I'm going to try and round some of them up here. There's Sting Lasher. We need to kill her. So that didn't quite work because that guy reset, but I'm gonna go ahead and aggro her too. Okay. So we're 6 out of 20 on the carapaces. Yeah, we should be able to hit level 43. Had to double check what level we were. Kurat. It's a rare. Might as well kill it. So it is Thursday. It is about 9 in the morning for me. I have been up since about 5:30. And I would anticipate the apartment maintenance is probably going to be coming by shortly with the leaf blowers again, as they do every morning during the week. So we may run into that issue once more. I don't hear them yet, but so let's do this. Let's mount up, and we'll just take a dive into this cave. Try and aggro this one along the way. I'm not gonna go too far. I don't want the things to reset. Looks like one of them already did. Let's try this out. We don't really need to, but let's try it out. That thing wrecks. I'm sure we'll have to come in here for something. Alright, 2 more. I guess we can head back out of the cave and collect the last 2 at the top.
I need to target something first.
Alright, this should be the last one we need. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely hit 43. So I'm excited to start up the classic series, guys. The last video I put out was right before I actually went on vacation. I forgot to mention that I actually went to Vegas with my wife for her birthday. So we went on a little bit of a vacation to Vegas. Did the whole Vegas thing. Realized that I can't hang. And then kind of had a rough week just because I felt like... hold on, let me read this first. Well done, Warlock. Though the extensiveness of the Zukosh presence will not be thwarted with anything less than a full-scale invasion, you have brought us some time so we can devise a proper strategy. I will be sure to have these carapaces analyzed. We'll need to learn everything about them before we deal with what has unfortunately turned into a much larger issue than we anticipated.
Farewell.
Okay, so I don't see any other quests in the zone, so we kind of need to figure out where we're going to go next. So we could go, let's see, our quest, I think we have a quest. Booty Bay and String of the Form Veil. Oh, that was that chicken quest that we needed to turn in. We could take the boat from Ratchet over there. Really wouldn't take that long to do. That might be worth doing. I thought we had a quest. Blackrock Depths, Dire Maul, Dark Moon Fair. I thought we had a quest to...
Peace, friend.
Oh yeah, we could go to Thousand Needles. That's where it wants us to go. We don't have to go there. Trying to think. Silithus. I kind of want to go somewhere like much different. Like, I think Winter Spring would be kind of cool. I don't really feel like going to Ungoro Crater. I don't feel like going to Silithus. Tanaris might be kind of cool. It'd be a nice change of pace from all the trees here just being in the desert. And I don't think I've ever actually quested in Tanaris. I have quested in Winter Spring, but it has been a long time. Fellwood. Oops. Oh, you can zoom in? I didn't know you could do that. How do I get to...
Winds be at your back.
Oh, I was trying to go to, like, see the whole zone, like, everything. We could go to Eastern Kingdoms. Do wetlands or something. I don't want to go to Eastern Kingdoms just because I know that we're going to be leveling there on our classic characters, and I don't want to experience it here right now. I want to experience it in classic with you guys, and then I want to level an alliance character next so that we can kind of come back and compare. So we'll probably stick to Kalimdor for now. I think it's between Tanaris and Winter Spring is where I want to go. Thousand Needles is all underwater, and I really don't feel like doing that. Let's go Winter Spring. And then we'll hit Tanaris if we still feel like, if we still have, I'm sure we will. We'll hit Tanaris afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and fly there. And yeah, that'll be good. All right, I'll fly there, and I will meet you guys in Winter Spring in just a moment. Real quickly, before we're in Winter Spring, I noticed something. I forgot about the hero board. So if we go to Adventure Guide, these are all the zones we could potentially go. Silver Pine Forest, Fashir, Mount Hyjal, Deepholm, Ajara, Tanaris, Ungoro Crater, Silithus, Fellwood, Winter Spring, Southern Barrens, Dustswallow Marsh, Oldham, Ghostlands, Arathi Highlands. So it has like all of the ones we could go to. Stranglethorn Veil might be kind of cool. But yeah, we'll still go to Winterspring. I want to check Winterspring out. So I'm going to grab that quest. All able-bodied members of the Horde. Oops. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is all bad. All able-bodied members of the Horde are hereby ordered to report to Donova Snowden at Frostfire Hot Springs. Her discoveries about the Winterfall Furbolg may be the key to dealing with this threat, once and for all. To reach the Frostfire Hot Springs in Winterspring, you must travel east from northern Fellwood and traverse Timbermaw Hold. Destiny calls. So we'll go ahead and grab that. That'll give us a nice little quest to grab and get started when we get there. So we're en route. So I will see you guys in Winterspring in just a moment. Alright guys, so we are back. We are descending into Winterspring currently. This is the part where Fellwood meets Winterspring. And from what I remember about Winterspring, I always enjoyed this zone. I think the first character I took through Winterspring was a hunter back in Wrath of Lich King. And I remember being in the zone and really enjoying it. I've always liked the snow-covered zones. I feel like they're cool. So yeah, we're here, guys. And this is Donova Snowden, who we needed to speak to. Perhaps you can help me make sense of my discoveries about the source of the Winterfall Furbolg's strength. That's why I'm here. I came to Winterspring to investigate the Frostfire Hot Springs. I've noticed that the water seems to have strange qualities. I haven't yet been able to discover the source, and to tell you the truth, I've had some difficulty lately due to the Winterfall Furbolg. They seem to be drawn to the springs, just as I am. They have become extremely protective of the water and won't let me come near the two larger springs to the north of here. I'd like to continue my studies, so won't you help me? Slay 15 Winterfall Furbolgs of any kind near the Frostfire Hot Springs.
Good.
So these must be there's little springs, little hot tubs in the ice.
Don't be shy.
More Ari been making charms from the spirits of the wilds here for years now. More Ari just pluck the eco right out of the animals and make charms for the kids and the adventures. Over to the east, deer beat a tall hill surrounded by the shard-toothed bears. Up on the hill be Rheinpelt, the oldest bear in the woods. Ma'ari need that bear for her magic. You bring me the bear's big ol' heart. I hate the troll quest. For God's sakes, we get it. We get it, okay? You don't need to type in the accent. We understand. They're trolls.
What's on your mind?
The aggression of the Winterfall Furbolg has to have its source somewhere. I'd like to get to the bottom of it if I can. I've seen the Furbolg in the camps to the north brewing something in a cauldron. They seemed very protective of it. If whatever they're cooking up is what's causing this, I must examine it myself. Find that cauldron if it's still there, and bring me back what's inside.
Keep your feet on the ground.
So we're going to go kill a bear, kill some Furbolgs, and collect something in a cauldron. Is the gist of the 3 quests that we just picked up. Damn, we gotta kill 15 of these things. And we didn't hit level 43 in Feralis, which I was surprised about. But we did hit level 43 as we were flying over to Winterspring. Just the I'm gonna decline that invitation for now. Just the discovery experience pushed us over. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just getting a phone call. Okay, so we are back. Sorry about that. Just got a phone call. When this creature died, some sort of energy was released from its body. The energy was passed on to you, and now you feel somewhat stronger. According to the Winterspring locals, witch Dr. Marari, the Snowden Shallot is an expert in the wildlife of the area. She might know something about this mysterious energy. Speak with witch Dr. Marari at the Snowden Shallot in Winterspring. Okay, so I don't think that we're going to have the time because we're already pushing an hour to finish these quests. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over east of here because I know that there's a town, and I'm going to grab or set my inn to the inn just so we have that. It's not for Alice anymore. I believe that, yeah, it's still set to Camp Mahachi. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and log out for the time being, guys. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the Classic series. I'm going to be doing that here shortly. Not sure if it's going to be today or tomorrow or sometime this week, but I'll definitely be putting that out. So I'm really eager to get that started, and then yeah, we'll continue here as well. So I'm gonna have 2 series going simultaneously, and we'll finish this guy up and get him to 60. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me in the large gaps in between uploads. I know that's kind of frustrating, but I'm trying to work out a schedule in my crazy life that I can upload more consistently and on a regular basis. But it's just a little challenging for me right now, but we'll get there. We'll get there soon, I promise. Anyway, guys, hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Enjoy your Thursday or Friday or Saturday or whatever day you're watching this. Take care. Stay safe. I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.